Hello, this is Todd Luck, and I just wanted to do a quick video on an issue that I've been having as a comic book reader that I'm assuming some other people have been experiencing. So I wanted to read this and do a review on this trade paperback of Tarzan. And so I ordered it through Amazon. And so my experience with Amazon is that they don't really know how to ship a trade paperback. So what I've usually done in the past is I will include it with an order with a bunch of other items and force them to put it in a box, because otherwise they'll just dump it in an envelope and it will have horrendous corner damage by the time it gets to me if I just order a single trade paperback. So with this order, there was a figure I wanted, but it was a pre-order, and I was just like, let's just do this order. Let's just test them, right? And just see if they finally fix that problem, because it's been a while since I've tested them to see if they could actually deliver a trade paperback to me by itself without damaging it. Because of the pandemic, I've been doing a lot of shopping online, and I've had a really, really good run. And I've been buying stuff from all kinds of sellers, and they all have been shipping it perfectly. This is 2021. We've all had a lot of time to figure this out at this point. So for instance, I got this from the publisher. This is from American Mythology. They sent me a shipment with comics, including a few bonuses. Thank you guys. And packed it exquisitely. It was perfectly packed, got to me 100% mint condition, right? And so this I ordered from an eBay seller. He packed it perfectly. I've ordered from dozens and dozens of eBay sellers shipping me comic books, and they all ship them a little differently, but they all get to me in near mint condition because they know how to protect them. I ordered several shipments from mycomicshop.com, which is actually a comic shop called Lone Star Comics in Texas, and they have figured out how to pack the comics and get them to me undamaged and intact and in the condition they promised they would be in. So everyone's mastered this. Every single seller I can find has mastered how to send trade paperbacks and comics through the mail. Except, of course, for the biggest online retailer in the world. So yes, this was in an unprotected envelope. This was just in an envelope. It was laying like this outside of the door to my building in an envelope, no backing board, nothing to protect it. So obviously, as you can guess, I did get the signature Amazon corner damage. You can see it when I shined a light on it. It's pretty bad. But I didn't even notice that for a while because I was so taken aback by the way that it came, because it was shrink wrapped, like in super tight shrink wrap that was very difficult to get off, and it came to me bowed. I think it's straightening up a little bit, but it's very warped when it got to me, and it was actually so warped that I don't know if you can, yeah, I think you can see this. It actually has stress marks on the spine. Of a trade paperback, there are stress marks on the spine. And then there's this weird damage on the bottom, and I've never seen anything like it. I have no idea how in the world that could have happened. And there's also that same weird damage on the back cover as well, at the top of the back cover. I've just never seen anything like it. And so I was really upset about this and felt some kind of way. So I posted about it on Facebook. And Mike Wolfer, the same guy who does the American Mythology comics, he suggested that perhaps it is a return from Diamond Comics, the company that does the distribution of comics and trade paperbacks in America. And perhaps, it was something that a comic shop returned. And that seems as good an explanation as any. Again, the corner damage is pretty par for the course for Amazon, unfortunately. But the rest of that is so bizarre, I have no other explanation for it. I do believe that it was damaged and warped before it ever shipped. And so one wrinkle that I found out after the fact was that this is actually an item from an Amazon seller, not Amazon itself. Now, Amazon did the shipping here, but I think that, you know, the Amazon seller probably sold me a bum item and then Amazon shipped it in a bad way and damaged it further. And another possible wrinkle into this, and I hope it is not a factor, but apparently, without knowing it, I signed up for an Amazon Prime trial when I made this order. I have been successfully rejecting Amazon Prime trials for years when I order stuff from Amazon. Apparently, I did not successfully reject it this time, and I apparently have an Amazon Prime trial I don't want and don't have time for right now. They have a lot of good stuff I'd like to watch, but I have other streaming services I'm currently subscribed to. I wanted to take advantage of the trial when I had time to watch the stuff on Amazon Prime, so I'm not a happy camper about that one either. But so this actually ended up shipping the day after I ordered it. The figure I ordered it with was a pre-order, so it's going to be a couple weeks out still. But I'm wondering if that's a factor. I hope it is not. I hope they do not have crappier shipping because they're trying to get it out the door faster. But that is my worry. But my going theory is still that Amazon knows how to ship everything but trade paperbacks, which is mystifying for a business that started out as an online bookseller. But for instance, this was shipped by Amazon. It came in a box that was the appropriate size. It had those little airbag things to make sure it didn't slide around. Came to me in nice minty condition. And honestly, every time I forced them to use a box, you know, when I would put extra stuff like this in with my trade paperback orders, the trades would always come to me in minty condition. It was only when they dropped the trades into an envelope, you know, because there wasn't anything to force them to do a box, that they would come to me damaged. However, that doesn't mean that Amazon sellers know how to ship things. So this is Shauna of the Jungle, I think it is. This is a Marvel Infinite series figure, and it shipped to me in its packaging. And unfortunately, the packaging came to me and was just crammed into a box that was way too small. They had to bend it severely in order to get it in this too small box. And you can see, I don't even have to shine the light on this thing. You can see how badly they had to bend this thing. It was upsetting. Hey, you may notice I'm wearing a different shirt. It's tomorrow. I actually had a package coming from Amazon that I wanted to include in this video just to, you know, prove or disprove my theory here. And so I ordered a game controller, and I was expecting it to come in a nice little box that would fit the package perfectly. Instead, I opened the door to my building, and this is what I found. I do notice it says Prime, but I mean, hopefully that doesn't mean that everything from Prime is dropped in an envelope and you just have to pray that it gets to you. So I'm just going to open this. By the way, this was right in front of my door. So it would have been really, really easy to, it says to tear on the perforation. Oh, here we go. This would have been super easy for someone to step on or trip on. It was literally right in front of the door to my building, which, I don't know. And, okay, so keep in mind, this is a video game controller. I didn't really care about the box at all. But this is just an indication of, okay, so keep in mind, this is shipped by Amazon. This was also shipped by Amazon in a box. So someone with Prime, please let me know. Okay, was it just luck of the draw, or maybe they actually understand not to damage action figures while delivering? Or should I just go ahead and just cancel that action figure order? It's going to be one of these. It's going to look just like this. Do I have a reasonable expectation that Amazon can competently pack that and ship it to me by itself? Or should I just cancel the order and see if I could maybe force them to pack it with something else, but that seems to be really hard nowadays because it seems like they split every single order that I order nowadays. I mean, nothing, no two items I order together ever ship in the same package anymore. So anyway, if anyone can give me their experiences and their advice on what to do about this situation, I'd greatly appreciate it. As far as that Tarzan trade paperback goes, the silver lining is that I was able to make some lemonade out of lemons and went on mycomicshop.com and ordered that trade paperback for cheaper in near mint condition with some other goodies that were pretty affordable. And so I'll have that coming hopefully next week. I'll review it a little bit later than I thought I would, but that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. I'd rather it get to me in a condition that's acceptable than for me to, open it in horror the next day after I order it. So anyway, that's it. If I don't cancel that figure order, maybe I'll do a video of me opening that so we can either rejoice or cry together. Anyway, like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, God, did they have Ace Ventura delivering all their packages or just some of them? See ya.